hello, hello, and welcome once again to Mode of Cosmic Therapy. I am Paula Andrea Pyle, and I will be your host for the next 58 minutes or so. I hope you're having a delightful day. I am. I want to thank Mitzi for being here on the cameras, and Sandy on the control board, and all of the rest of the fine staff, fine, beautiful, humorous staff at RTN Television here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It feels like family. You know, when you get to know people and interact, it does feel like family. Our family extends beyond the boundaries of what our bloodlines are. And I'm so delighted to be part of this particular unit. Unit. Mitzi, I heard the word unit. So we gonna start with that. For all of those who have never seen me before, here's what we do. I sit here and I ramble on like life. You know, life seems to ramble on. And if we are not attuned to the fact that everything happens for reasons we can't see, but they are exactly and precisely like they're supposed to be, we may end up being somewhat more confused than what we normally are in the run of a day. Paula, did you say confused? Oh yes, I said confused. Not only are we confused most of the time, but we add insult to injury by trying to interpret our confusion. How deliberately insane is that? Pretty much so, I think. Okay, let's start with the word unit. Is that what I said? I'm going to take words and I'm going to use numerology to break down the words. It's an ancient science because we get so accustomed to the familiarity of words that we think we know what they mean. And because we ascribe a certain meaning to them, not much more can go to our learning process. And life is all about learning, learning and learning and learning. How do we learn? By experiencing. Do we learn by reading books? As you can see, I am certainly obsessed with books. Yes, we can learn certain things by reading, but wisdom only comes through experience. Experience is your only teacher. The experience of what you go through, not what somebody tells you you ought to go through. The experience of what you feel, not what someone else tells you how you feel. The things that you see, the things that you say, the things that you interact with on a daily basis. This is the source of wisdom. This and this alone. Nothing from the outside of someone else trying to guide you or direct you or console you or advise you can ever in any way dampen or elevate what you are learning. That is a personal experience because you are a unit. Unit. Let's see how that particular word is going to unfold. I'm looking at this word before I even break it down. And what I'm seeing is it. It. Disclose it. Detach from it. 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 All right, let's see what we've got going on here. We got a 3, we got a 5, we got a 9, we got a 2. All right, we got 12, and we got a 7. All right, so, and I kept them in little numbers today. So we've got a 12 and a 7 with the word unit. 12. 7, 19, the sun, light, energy. Okay, but with the sun, it's going to cast a shadow. And depending upon how bright that light is how wide and deep the shadow is. Okay? 7, what's this right here? This can be anger. This can be stuck. This can be what we know as enlightenment. And that is the heart of a unit. It's the heart of a unit. And then the personality, of course, is God's number. Research, and being alone. Paula, how in the world can a unit be alone? If you are being true, let's keep these out, Mitzi. Let's start with this 20. Let's do this 18. Let's bring that 18 down here to those consonants. 21 and 5. So we have a 26 and we have a 38, making for 64. If we are true to ourselves, where's that I Ching? What is 64? Let's just see. Just at random, what would 64 be? Unsettled. Woo! Paula, what are you talking about now? Unsettled. True. If we are true to ourselves, we are unsettled. We are not at rest. Why? How could that possibly be? If we're being true to ourselves, how can we not be settled and at peace and in harmony and so compliant? Because we are in process of unfolding. We are searching for that deepest part of ourselves that is real, not the personality that we are identified with, not that being that has been accumulated and formed over the years that we've been on earth, not that person that people have told what to do, how to do, when to do, where to do, what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right. Not that person at all. That deep, deep core of yourself. 64. Let me stay with it. 64. I'm not leaving it. Because remember, if we're going to be true to ourselves, we're going to be unsettled. Sort of like, what did I say? Unit. On it. We're not going to be what others expect, want, or demand. Now, Paula, you're getting real serious now. You're trying to tell me that if I'm going to be true to myself, I've got to be almost a rebel. Maybe I am saying that. Let's see if I'm saying that. A rebel? 18, you know what that 18 is. The moon, the mother, the influence, our need to be safe and secure to return to the womb. Every action that we have, we don't want to take a risk. That's why we won't be true to ourselves. We won't do those things that are unpopular and unappreciated. Okay, let's see. If I was 10, and what, 1823? So, The rebel is a 33. So we are 2. We are. I'm going to do this. We are 2. We are also. We are 2. Do what we will is the whole of the law. Do what we will, and then we are 2. We are 2. No, we're not. We're 522. At least. At least personalities. At any given time, we will shift from this point, call it point A, to point B, to point C, to point D, to E, to F, back to A again, and then if we like A, we'll stay on A, depending upon what we're getting from performing that particular personality. Because everything we're always doing is for benefit. Benefit. Everything. Everything. We don't do anything except that it benefit us. If you think that's not so, you are mistaken. Let's see what benefit is. 2, 5, 5, 5, 6, 9, 2. What do we got? I think we got that sun showing up. I think we do. I think we got that light. I think we got that energy again. I think we got that movement from the sun. Everything grows from this sun. Everything is illuminated by the sun. And we also have this shadow. Today, I think we're going into shadow today because we're talking about benefit. And if we continually seek benefit, we're going to stay in the shadow of ourselves. 7, 6, 13 is 15. We got 34. That 34, honor. It is the God Rona. Okay? So, benefit. How do we benefit from this walk? How do we? Let's see. What did we go with? A 64. Let's see what 64 says in the I Ching. The I Ching, and it's an ancient oracle of sacred information. Did not we say this? What were we talking about? We were talking about being true to yourself. We were talking about if in fact you're going to be authentic, you're going to be unsettled. You know, a lot of people like to think of, oh, well, I'm going to live a Christian life, or I'm going to become more spiritual, and then I'm going to be at peace, and I'm going to be happy, and everything's going to be harmonious, and I'm going to have a better life. Not true. Not true at all. Unsettled. Being as yet unsettled is developmental. A small fox having nearly crossed the river gets his tail wet, does not succeed. Unsettled means yin and yang are not yet settled. Okay, as to the qualities of the hexagram, below is the water, a pitfall, and above it is fire, bright. Bright on the outside while dark on the inside, causing downfall by brightness, producing brightness because of dangers. Yin and yang are awry and do not correspond. So it is called unsettled. Unsettled. We spend our lives trying not to be unsettled. We don't want to be it. We want to be it. We want to be that. We want to get it. We want to do it. We want to say it. We want to be known as the person who has all this, has all the answers, can do it, say it, be it, all that. But if we are in fact a unit with many layers and selves and personalities, you want to call them moods, they're still all part of you. You are a unit, but you are un-it. You're none of those things. It appears as if what you see is what I am. But this is the least of what I am. There are so many different layers to me and to you too. And at any given time, on any occasion, we can choose, most oftentimes we do it deliberately and then unconsciously, but we do it deliberately. We put on a performance. And because why? Because we don't want to be unsettled. Because we want the best of whatever is happening at the moment. We want to feel like we know what we're doing. We want to think we know where we're going, what we're going to get, why we're doing what we're doing. And we want to attract to us someone that's going to build that it. We want to be it. We want to think we are it. But because we are a unit, many things, we are not it. Unsettled, let's do it. 3, 5, 1, 5, 2, 2, 5, 4. Make sure, 3, 5, 1, 5, 2, 2, 5, 4. Each of these letters carries a certain vibration in numerology, and they're assigned a number. And what I do is add up the numbers and come to a certain answer over here, denominator, and then we deduce what